Welcome bitches one and all to my reaction to Season 2 Episode 2 of Heartstopper Family. So, last time we had the season opener. I have quite literally just come from watching it, so I can safely say it was fantastic. Everything we could have hoped for. We got to see Nick and Charlie actually together as a couple, out and proud in front of their friends and family, and oh, it just warmed my heart. Now, we did have a little bit of a stressful moment for Nick as he had to come out to Imogen, but she handled it very gracefully. She gave him a hug, everything you could ever ask for, and it was just a really lovely scene, you know? So I'm glad that Nick has his own, because I think it's very well and good that Nick has been included in Charlie's group of friends and it has been all well and lovely, you know, like they've had this good connection. They obviously get on well. There's a little bit of tension between Nick and Tao, but other than that, good friend group. But I do think that Nick having Imogen, his oldest friend, as someone who is aware of the situation and is actually supportive and is a good friend to him, I think it's very necessary for him to have his own connection, you know? So I'm glad that Imogen was able to give that to him. Now, if you can hear, my throat is a little bit bad. I'm kind of losing my voice a tiny bit, which is scary, but it had to happen on Heartstopper release day. But I'm hoping it's going to be good in the episode. But yeah, if you hear me talking a bit weird, my throat is a little bit bad. But yes, anyway, with that said, very excited to get into it and see where the story goes. So without further ado, let's go.
You say
I changed.
maybe you should try to.
I love how I'm acting like I know the song. I've never heard it.
His grades have been slipping across most of his subjects.
Most of his subjects. Yikes.
Been a bit distracted, haven't you?
You could say that. You could definitely say that.
Tao, I've been getting the sense that you've been struggling.
Aww, I'm glad they kept him around.
Well,
Haven't been.
Look, I'm not one to judge, but what the fuck?
As long as he keeps on focusing on his schoolwork, he'll be fine.
Hell yeah.
And he's such a pleasure to have in class. Set the top grades in his GCSEs.
He's failed to.
Fuck off.
voy a hablar con él.
I forgot that his father spoke Spanish. Is he actually Spanish?
You haven't completed your history coursework essay. If you don't finish it, then that'll be a fail grade. You need to start focusing on your schoolwork.
Couple takeaways from that. Obviously, it seems as though Charlie is the one who's struggling the most out of anyone right now. We do have... So we got Tao who's struggling a little bit, but I don't know... I don't know what I can really say about the fish, I believe they were. But it seems like everyone else is doing pretty good. There's a couple of comments, but pretty good. However, Charlie is the one who is definitely having issues. I think it's expected. You get into your first serious relationship when you're young. It becomes everything in your mind. Like, you're going to fall behind on things. It is going to take over your entire life, especially when we're talking about homework. Like, if we're not even talking about work in school, we're talking about when you're at home. That's when he's going to be talking to Nick, wanting to hang out with Nick and all that. So he's going to not prioritize his schoolwork, but I do think he should. I think he needs to reevaluate that because he needs his grades and all that. He can't go through life without his GCSEs. So fingers crossed he is able to, I don't know, come to terms with the fact that he won't be able to spend as much time with Nick and talking about Nick, you know?
I know getting your first boyfriend is very exciting, but
What? It's not Nick's fault.
Charlie.
You've been going round each other's houses almost every day for weeks, Charlie.
Yeah.
Well, I think you and Nick need to spend some time apart.
Okay, here we go. This is where we're going to have issues.
Needs to be a complete ban. Until this coursework essay is handed in, Nick is not allowed round our house and you are not allowed round his.
Wow. I don't think that's the way to go about it. That's an atrocious way to go about it in terms of parenting. I know her perspective, and I'm not saying she's a bad mum and all that. I know from her perspective, she is thinking, no, this needs to happen. It'll be the thing that will force him to do it. However, the issue is when you get into these situations with your child where you're telling them, I'm going to control when you see your boyfriend until you actually do your work and all that, you're going to cause a divide in your relationship. You're going to cause an issue. You're going to cause there to be some tension there. He is not going to trust you. He is going to keep things from you. It's not good for your relationship. You need to be able to trust your child that when you say to them, right, we're going to limit how often you see him. We're going to keep it to just weekends, or maybe weekends and 1 day a week, I don't know, but we need to like start prioritizing schoolwork. Maybe come to me in the week, discuss with me all of the homework that you have. Don't lie to me because I'm relying on you, like having trust in me as I'm trusting you. Explain to me all the homework you have. As long as I see it all done on that day, then you can go and see Nick. That is how you go about it. You come to a compromise. You come to a way of understanding with each other. You don't just outright ban him, because now you're going to cause issues in your relationship.
Mum, make me one.
Not if you ask like that, David.
Please. No one happens to
Excuse
see
me?
We're all very happy you're back from uni, darling.
Oh my, right, okay. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if I'm just being silly because I can't remember, but I did not know he had a brother. Excuse me? What the fuck?
Got a girlfriend yet?
Blech.
I'll take that as an obvious no.
Stop bothering him, David.
That's frustrating.
Just please don't tell him about Charlie.
I won't, darling, don't worry.
That's frustrating that there's now this element in his house that doesn't know. Nelly! Friends ban me from hanging out with you until my coursework's done. I'd be like, okay, let's video call. Yeah, good. Don't say I'm so sorry. It's not necessarily your fault. Oh, bless them. Uh-huh. Oh, God. Yeah, I got that vibe that you didn't have that kind of close relationship. Isn't that the buy flag on that backpack? Blech. Imogen! Imogen! What are you doing? That little fucking smirk from Ben. Is he getting with Imogen to upset Nick? Is he getting with her solely because he knows that she is his best friend? Because that smirk gave me that vibe. Bloody hell though, like I'm not actively annoyed at Imogen. Like in Imogen's eyes right now, she's found a guy she likes, has a crush on him, and she's kissing him like, oh my God, amazing. She is living life. But Nick, you need to give her the information that she needs because bloody hell. Like if I was in Imogen's case, like if I was in Imogen's shoes, I would want Nick to tell me so that I don't waste time on a piece of shit like that.
You guys talking about the prom?
Yeah?
Oh, so Miss Greenwood's put me in charge of organising it, and I'm kind of looking for some help. I'm really excited, but I don't think I can do this alone.
Well, fuck yeah.
I'm so in.
Oh my God, with Elle's artistic skills as well.
I'm thinking classic.
Great, that ties in with my dress.
a great idea.
That was so cute that Elle was so happy that they were excited. That's when you know you got a good friend.
But if I could bring a sword to prom, I'm totally up for it.
No. Tao wants to meet up tonight. Oh my God, say yes. No.
This is one of the awkward things because when you're in Elle's position, I feel like if they didn't have that moment last episode and she said to the girls that I need to get over him, obviously go and hang out and all that. But the problem is if you're trying to get over him, as we know, one of the easiest and probably best ways to get over someone is to distance yourself, is to limit your interactions, because the more you interact with someone, the more those feelings are going to come up and it's just going to feel like it's not going away. Whereas if you actually like distance yourself and they're not in your life as much, it's so much easier because you're not thinking about them every day. You're not seeing them every day. And so like when you do see them again, it's like, oh yeah, we did have a good time and all that, but I've got used to life without you, which I know sounds sad in their regard, but like, we're talking about getting over someone, it's kind of necessary. But the problem here is the reason that Tao isn't wanting to get with Elle is because he's scared that it will cause a distance and it will lose their relationship. So the idea that because he's thinking that, it's now causing the very thing he's scared of. Oh, it's so annoying.
You can make your move. This is your chance.
Wait, there's a boy?
There is a boy, but Elle told us she wanted to get over it. Give me your phone. I'll send him a text.
Guys, it's fine. I'm going to the open evening tonight anyway, so I can't.
Good excuse. We'll decide next time. It's sad. I hope that there isn't this distance that's going to form in their relationship.
Nick Nelson?
What? Oh, has he got to give him something? You jealous, Ben?
Told Mr. Freak I borrowed your pen and needed to give it back.
He's not going to let you talk for very long, guys. You are jealous. Get fucked.
Are you okay with your brother and everything? Yeah, just...
Staying social hour, boys.
Yeah, I was going to say, guys, you're having like a full-on conversation.
Text me later. Yeah.
Bless them. Here we go.
I see he's still as desperate as ever.
Mm.
You hate me so much.
Yeah.
It's not my fault he liked me before you.
You think that that is what it is? You think that he hates you because he was jealous? That he found... What the fuck? Are you delusional? Are you so far up your own arse? I don't understand it. He doesn't like you because you treated Charlie like shit. You treated him like trash. And you're homophobic. And you're now dating Imogen. And I swear to God, he is doing it just to get back at Nick. He is doing it just to piss Nick off. It is nothing to do with liking Imogen. I can guarantee you.
I hate you because you literally assaulted him.
Fucking hell, Ben.
I ain't gonna let you disrupt everyone else's study time. Fix up, man.
Fix up, man.
That was just a misunderstanding.
Oh, piss off, Ben.
I was going through some personal stuff.
I don't care. You hurt him, and who knows if you do the same with Imogen. Do you even like her?
Sorry, am I not allowed to like girls as well as boys?
Interesting.
Does Charlie know you don't want to come out?
I do want to come out.
Right. I'll believe that when I see it.
Actually, fuck you, Ben.
Charlie thinks you're this perfect boyfriend, but you are just the same as me.
How dare you? Few things to unpack from that piece of shit conversation. Oh, right. Sorry, I need to gather my thoughts. So, firstly, that literally, the end bit just there, literally spoke to what I was saying last episode. I said, I hope that Nick doesn't feel like he has to come out and he's feeling these personal, frustrations with himself, that he is similar to Ben and Charlie's going to feel upset that he doesn't want to come out. I was hoping that Nick wouldn't go through that because they're very different. Whereas fucking Ben coming in and literally reinforcing those thoughts, reinforcing those feelings is so fucking shitty to the highest degree. So that's safe to say that's pissed me off. Now, the other thing that Ben was saying was about that, it wasn't that, it was a misunderstanding. I was going through some personal issues. It doesn't matter if you're going through personal issues. It doesn't change what happened. What happened is a fact. What happened is that you assaulted him. You can say you were going through personal issues. Okay, cool. Are you going to say sorry? Are you going to admit that you did assault him, but you're going through personal issues and you really regret it and you're ashamed of it? No, you're not going to say that, are you? Because you're so far up your fucking ass. Do you genuinely think that the reason that Nick was... the reason that Nick hated you was because he was jealous you got with Charlie first? I can't even apply logic to that. I can't even figure out how he got to that. Wow. If I didn't hate him before... the thing is, it's been so long since I've seen season 1 that my rage for Ben, it didn't, go away. I don't like him. But the rage definitely, diminished because I wasn't actively hating him. It's fucking skyrocketed now. I fucking hate him again. And the audacity to say that you are just the same as me. He could not be further from you when it comes to being a boyfriend. When it comes to being a human being, he could not be further away from you. You are at opposite ends of the scale, my boy. And the fact that you don't realize that just shows it even more, you know? Ugh.
Can you get out? I'm trying to study.
Classic brothers. Piss off. Actually piss off.
Can you give it back?
Girlfriend?
No, stop it. Give me that back.
She sent me through
David,
love.
seriously,
I
give it
think
back.
you might be in
David!
there. God. Fine. If you do have a girlfriend, I want to know about it. She needs my approval.
It's one of those tough ones because, if you think about it from the brother's perspective, the brother didn't necessarily do anything wrong there. That is just classic brother. It's just a classic sibling relationship. You annoy each other just by coming into each other's rooms, saying things like that. And being the older brother, he's probably thinking that Nick is uncomfortable because he's being teased about having his first girlfriend. You know what I mean? He's not even considering the idea that Nick is uncomfortable because his brother is trying to get information that Nick isn't ready to give him, you know? So I understand both sides. I understand why Nick was so upset and all that, but I think the brother was just doing general sibling things, so I'm not going to get too down on him. I haven't seen his take yet. If he finds out about Charlie and he's actively homophobic, then obviously I'm going to fucking hate him, but maybe I could sneak out and come around yours. I don't think it's going to do you. Okay, at least he was honest about the fact that his brother is what's keeping him away. We can meet in the park. Fuck yeah. How are you going to sneak out, though? Are they not home?
Charlie!
He's just standing there with his backpack on the floor. Bless him. Oh, Nick being like, I'm going to take Nelly for a walk. Aww. Oh, this is their spot. Stop.
Well, in that case.
That was so cute. I can't take it.
Just stressed about GCSEs. I'm definitely going to fail maths on Monday.
Want me to help you revise? We can go through your notes together.
I don't think that's going to help because you're probably just going to end up kissing. Little Nelly. Ah, Stop. What a cutie.
This term, our year 12s are working on pieces about climate change. So just spread round, have a look at the art.
Not gonna lie, this is kind of making me feel more nervous. My application days.
Sorry, I was going to say, the only other spoiler I had from this show was I can't remember her name, but I've seen her on TikTok. Like before Heartstopper, I've seen her on TikTok. But I don't know her name, but I know that she was going to be coming into the cast because I remember seeing a TikTok about it.
I'm Naomi, by the way.
I'm
Naomi. Did she say Naomi or Nomi? Seems like a supportive environment already.
I really hope I get it.
Look at that, already linking arms. How cute.
I'm speaking it into the universe.
She's manifesting.
She's manifesting.
I hate being at a regular school. Like everyone knowing you as the trans girl. Here I could just be Naomi. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, she knows what you mean.
Yeah, I really do.
I think her school is, like, right now, I can't remember what it's called. I know it's Truham, but I can't remember the girls' school. I think right now she's in a supportive environment. It's not like she's being actively bullied and all that, but going from Truham to its, like, girl counterpart would still feel like you are known as the trans girl, would still feel like people are aware of your past at Truham and all that, and it would just feel weird. You wouldn't feel comfortable in that environment, so I do understand that, but hopefully, even if she doesn't go here, just making Naomi as a friend is going to be fantastic for Elle, that she's actually going to have other trans friends, people that she can talk to about trans issues, because I feel like it's the same thing as any minority group. If you are completely secluded from your minority, like, I don't know, there's just certain things that you can talk about, certain things that you feel a lot safer to bring up when you're with people of the same minority. Do you know what I mean? It's a different kind of feeling than someone who isn't part of it.
I am eating.
Why am making more time?
Nothing.
Oh, it's that Elle. Oh, she's so pretty.
Aww.
Oh, she's applying for art college.
Yeah, sixth form.
So she might be moving away.
Yeah.
It's really far.
Is it? He might also be thinking, like, I don't really want to get into a relationship with her if she's going to be moving away because it's going to be hard enough as friends, you know?
Nicholas! How are you feeling about maths this morning?
Never mind maths, Imogen. We got to have a fucking conversation.
Imogen. Why are you dating Ben?
What do you mean?
He's a dick. He's done some really bad stuff.
What? What did he do?
This is what I mean, Nick. I don't think this is, one, the correct environment, nor is it the correct time, nor is it the correct tone. I understand that you are feeling upset and this has, like, triggered it within you. And so you're going to come and talk to Imogen about it. But, like, you need to take her aside in a private setting. Have a conversation with her. Tell her how it is. But, like, make it clear that you're not annoyed at her. Because, like, coming up to her, like, angrily saying, why are you with Ben? And then going in and being like, oh, he's done some horrible stuff and all that. You obviously can't get into the horrible stuff right now. So you can't really tell her. So all you're really going to do is cause her anxiety, being like, wait, what's the problem? You know what I mean? Like, you should have done this all at once in a good private setting, have a nice conversation, and hopefully if she's a good friend, she'll understand and be like, yeah, fuck that guy.
I can't tell you.
Yeah.
I've known him since primary school. He's basically one of my oldest friends.
Yeah, but...
And you know what? I don't actually have that many friends. But Ben is one of the few people who actually likes me. And he's been lovely to me. So whatever happened in the past, he's nicer now. And I really like him.
Imogen.
Good luck in the exam.
If he told her the truth, everything that happened, and she had that response, I would be very upset with her. But she doesn't have the information. That was just not the right way to handle it, Nick. So I'm not completely surprised by her reaction.
And your exam starts now.
Oh, this is giving me flashbacks. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Oh, just looking at the paper is... Oh, I don't like it. Oh, no. Too much on your mind, my boy. I know it's a lot easier said than done, but you kind of need to just get out of your head right now. This is why the education system is so fucked, in my opinion. Like, the fact that it all... Like, your entire grade is dependent on this paper. Like, what? What if you're having a bad day? Like, I don't understand it. I've never understood it.
You snuck out again.
I'm here to cheer you up after your terrible exam.
Aww.
I think it's too short. Mum? No, it's not.
Oh, we're seeing her mum.
Well, Naomi said she loves it.
That boy of yours is here.
Bless him. Aww.
I guess...
Is he going to tell her?
Things have just been kind of weird
lately. I mean, I've been a bit weird, so I thought I'd come over and see if you wanted to hang out this evening, but I guess you can't. Maybe we could have that art day at the weekend or something.
Tao, honestly, I'm kind of busy.
This is why it's so frustrating that human beings have such a hard time communicating things. Like, we're sitting here. All Tao is hearing is Elle has made new friends. She's going to a club, so she's changing, and she no longer has time nor wants to hang out with him. That is what he is hearing from this. What Elle is really feeling is, I really want to see you, really want to spend time with you, but I have to keep my distance because you obviously don't like me. And then Tao is feeling like he does really like her, but he doesn't want to ruin their relationship, so he's keeping his feelings, like, tucked away. And it's just like, if they were both just honest about their feelings, like, if they both just said, fuck social constructs or whatever, fuck societal feelings of like, oh, I can't say this, or I can't say that. If they just told each other how they felt completely, things would be so much easier. Bless them.
You know, with GCSEs and finishing my application piece for Lambert,
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
Sorry.
No, it's nothing to be sorry about.
Just sucks that Tao being scared of their friendship going away is what is causing their friendship to go away.
Are you tired? Or is this movie just really boring?
I did warn you I'm not a fan of Marvel movies.
I'd have a cup of tea, though. You're such an old man.
Hey!
Also, you're such an old man. Excuse me? Bitch? Brother? Yep.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh god.
What was your name? Sorry.
Charlie.
I'm Charlie and
You're Charlie. I'm David, sorry. So I'm Nick's older brother.
Oh god, I'm scared.
And where did you two meet?
Nick's like, fuck, code red, get out.
I was just getting acquainted with Charlie here.
Yeah, well, we're busy, so you can go away now.
Yeah, I just wanted to meet the guy that, you know, that turned my little brother gay.
Wow.
I'm bi, actually. And so what?
I'm bi, actually. So, look, if you're going to be gay, at least admit you're gay.
See, this is exactly why I didn't want to tell you.
That took me back a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I feel like that made me go into fight or flight. I feel like I was Nick in that situation. Holy shit. Oh my god, I fully went into shutdown then. That felt weird. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that. I feel like if I'm gonna, like, I feel like when I rewatch this season, I might genuinely skip that scene. That made me feel so fucking uncomfortable. What a shit little brother. Little brother? What shit big brother, I mean. But you know what I mean. What shit brother. I'm not, like, completely surprised. Like, I kind of expected something like this when his brother was introduced, because I didn't think he would suddenly be like, oh my god, that's amazing, I'm so proud of you, did it. It didn't seem like that was their relationship or how he would be. And given that he is a straight boy at uni, I would have thought that this was his kind of reaction, but I didn't think we'd like... For one, I didn't think it would affect me that much, and for two, I didn't think he would be like that... What's the word? Like, immature and insensitive. That's what I'm looking for. I didn't think he would be that immature and insensitive right in front of Charlie's face and right to Nick's face. Like, he obviously has zero empathy for how it can feel to be a queer person. And he, like, just is making it all a joke. And it, like, oh, fuck you. Fuck you.
Like a homophobic prick.
Christ, what is going on?
You left a picture of you two kissing on your bedroom wall.
Why do you keep going in my room?
Come on, Mum. He's saying he's bi. I mean, what a load of absolute bullshit.
Defend.
He's such a dick.
I'm just being realistic.
Right, boys, that is enough, David, in the kitchen now.
Oh, you better tear him to shit. You better tear him to fucking shit.
Why do you do it? Why are you winding him up on purpose?
Anything. It's him who's getting wound up for no reason. All I did was make a
What do you think you're doing going into his bedroom anyway?
I went in there one time.
I don't want to say I'm disappointed in Nick's mum, because, like, they're both her children, and they've obviously got a history of arguing. They've obviously got a history of him going in his room, like, all of that. They don't exactly have a big brother bond. It's just, like, so I understand why she's going down the route of, why did you go in his room? Why are you trying to wind him up? Rather than going down the route of, why are you treating him like shit and telling him, like, he's gay when he's telling you he's bi? Like, I would have hoped that she would defend that aspect of things rather than the whole, why are you going in his room? Because that's just, like, basic shit, whereas he's basically just fucking deeply offended Nick and Charlie. But I understand that this is all new for her as well, so maybe she's not thinking about that side of things, but it just sucks that he's not basically getting the telling off that he deserves.
I'll text you later, okay? Yeah, it's fine.
It's not fine, my boy. It's allowed to not be fine, okay?
Charlie?
Oh, no.
Where have you been? Next, I assume. I thought we'd agreed that you're going to spend some time apart until you'd finished your coursework.
He was worried about his exams. I just wanted to...
Yeah, I don't want to hear it. You are grounded for the rest of this term. And don't even think about sneaking out or you won't be going on the Paris trip.
You're being way too harsh, hon. Yeah. It's not your... Right. You're both thinking it's both of your faults. It's not. Like, at the end of his day, his brother invaded his privacy. And not just that, but he treated him like a piece of shit when he actually did find out. Like, it's neither of your fault. It's his brother's fault. Don't go down this route. Just be like, your brother's a dick. Simple. I should have stood up for you against your brother. Yeah, I understand that feeling, Charlie. I do. But in that moment, you were also being attacked. So...
Charlie, this is not your fault. It was never going to go perfectly with everyone. Coming out to my mum was amazing. But there are still awful people in the world. Like my brother.
Flashbacks, bless you. At the end of the day, it fucking sucks, but it's a reality of our world that there are people out there who are just stupid and ignorant, and you just gotta get used to it, unfortunately. You shouldn't have to, but... Bless you, Tao. I do feel bad for him.
Thanks.
It's just, again, it's the miscommunication thing. It's so frustrating.
Are you sad about Elle? You remind me of me and Dad.
What?
Well, he was the calm one, and I was the outspoken one. But when we were in the same room, it was like perfect harmony. So when we lost him, I felt so unbalanced.
I'm glad that they're touching on this, because I was wondering what happened with his dad. I was wondering if it was a matter of he left them and basically just went out of their lives, or if he died, and it seems as though he died, which is really fucking sad. But again, I'm glad that we're covering this, because I feel like it's a necessary thing to understand a part of Tao as well. Because if he's lost his father, then that is going to play in the idea of losing people, and he is now scared of losing Elle due to the college, but not just that. He's scared of losing her because she's making new friends. She's not spending time with him, which he is taking as she doesn't want to, when unfortunately it's a miscommunication on her trying to distance herself because she likes him. It's like, it's annoying, but I understand. And yeah, I just think this was really necessary to understand that side of Tao.
But if you're afraid of losing her, you have to fight to stay by her side.
Hell yeah. And if he's fighting to stay by her side, hopefully that will show her that he does like her, you know?
Also, Elle's not dead, so there's that.
Yikes. I like that they've had her speaking Cantonese as well. I wonder if Tao can speak it but he's not confident enough, or if he understands it but can't speak it.
I like Elle, okay? I said it. And don't laugh. I bet you've all been laughing behind my back because I've been so oblivious. Honestly.
Wait, you've been so oblivious. Are you telling me, Broski, that you did not realize you liked Elle until this moment? Is that what you're telling me? Or maybe like the talk with his mum? I don't know, but like, did he genuinely not realize his feelings? Was he that focused on blocking out those feelings that he didn't even realize himself? Because that would explain a lot of things.
She probably doesn't even like me back. And
oh my boy.
It's probably going to destroy our friendship. It's going to destroy our friendship group. And it's going to leave me devastated for years to come. But I'm going to tell her.
Hell yeah.
Help me.
Oh, I pray he actually goes through with it. I pray he does, because that is needed. It's the end of the episode. Are you kidding me? No. Oh, I ended episode 1 not really caring because I was watching episode 2 after, but now episode 2's over. No. I can't stop. What do you mean? Oh well. Oh, that was so good though. So good. So yes, there we have season 2, episode 2 of Heartstopper, and absolutely fantastic. So this episode we explored a few things. We explored homophobia, which is always a lovely topic, especially in this show. We saw it first with Ben still somehow convinced that he did no wrong, somehow convinced that people are unjustified in hating him, which I don't understand. Hopefully it's something he understands when he's older and he can reflect and be like, holy fucking shit, I was awful. I was a bad person and I need to work on that. With the whole Imogen thing, I don't blame Imogen for her reaction. She didn't have all the information, and I think that Nick going at her like that, he kind of became the enemy in her eyes in that moment. And I know that he came from a place of anger and a place of being upset that his best friend was dating this guy who he absolutely hates for valid reasons. But if you can't tell her why, if she doesn't know why, then of course she's not going to react in the way that you would expect. You know what I mean? So I do think that once he gets Charlie's permission, because I think Charlie would allow it, I think once he gets Charlie's permission, he can explain to Imogen why Ben is such a piece of shit, and then she can throw him away. Because I think we can all safely say Imogen wouldn't stay with him if she knew. If she would, then you gotta stop being friends with her. That's where I would draw the line. I would be like, look, if you don't have respect for my partner and me in that regard, just based on him being a homophobic piece of shit, then I know all I need to know about your morals and your values and what you'll stand for. So it's been fun, but goodbye. You know what I mean? That's how I would handle that situation. But he's got to tell her the truth, obviously with Charlie's permission. But yes, that was the Imogen stuff. Elle and Tao, it's frustrating to see two people so obviously liking each other and so easily able to like each other, like they're best friends. They would be able to get on so well as a boyfriend and girlfriend. But the problem is, by not telling each other and not communicating that, they can't do that. They can't explain that, and it's just like, ugh. You gotta get to that point, guys. So fingers crossed they get there eventually, but yeah. Now, Nick and Charlie, and more specifically Nick's brother, it was frustrating. I did not expect it to affect me that much. I did not expect it to send me into fight or flight. I thought that it was gonna be one of those moments of like, I don't know, he behaves a bit shitty, but he isn't outwardly homophobic. But that felt like he was outwardly homophobic and he didn't even realize it. Like, I talked about his mum's reaction when they went into the kitchen, but his reaction was more so like, he felt as though he was just teasing Nick. He felt like he was going in there and just like annoying his brother like a normal sibling does. But I don't think he realized how deeply hurtful those kind of things are and how deeply uncomfortable he made the both of them, how uncomfortable he would have made Charlie, and that alone would have made Nick uncomfortable and angry at his brother himself. So it's just like, oh, how does he not see it, you know? How is he going into Nick's room, looking at his stuff, and like the term made my brother gay? Just like, oh, I think we can all say that that brings a level of anger that normal, like a lot of things don't bring. Just like, it's not about turning gay. He's not even gay, and you wouldn't even listen to that. But the fact that Charlie has brought out this side of Nick that he didn't even know was there himself does not mean that Charlie fucking turned him. Like, it's so frustrating, that kind of comment. So good on Nick for not, like, outwardly fighting his brother, because I feel like if I got angry enough, I probably would have, you know? I don't care if he was bigger and could potentially win. I would fucking wallop him. But yes, anyway, that was a fantastic episode of Heartstopper. Now, we do normally do question time at the end of episodes. However, me being me and being too excited for Heartstopper, I forgot to put the episode 1 and 2 ones out early. So we don't have them right now, but I'm gonna put the episode 3 question time up at the end. It's basically for people who aren't on Patreon. It's basically patrons, I make a separate post where you can ask questions for the next episode, and I won't look at that post itself until I've finished the episode. So it can be, for instance, for episode 3, it can be spoilers for episode 3 in the question time, just to ask a question that you want me to cover to make sure I cover it, you know? And it just allows us to have a little bit more communication on that, and you can ask any question that you want, and I will be happy to answer, you know? But I'm gonna put the post out for episode 2, so get on that quick, ask your questions, and yes, anyway, with that said, absolutely fantastic. Loved the episode, loving season 2 so far, and I can't wait to see where we go from here. I hope his brother turns around. I hope we get a good scene with him, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. But yes, with that said, thank you very much for watching. I've left a link down below to my Patreon. You'll be able to find the early and cut reactions to Heartstopper and all the other shows that I do. Also left a link to my Twitch, my Discord, and my socials, so be sure to follow them if you are interested. And yes, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.